What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, GGFOREX here, and welcome to episode 4 of my Ftmo challenge for the £35,000 account. We are day 6 into the challenge. Now, for those of you who are already in my Facebook group, you already know what the crack is. If you're not a part of it, then the link's down there. This is where I keep you update on my day-to-day progress of my trades that I'm in, and where I'm losing, where I'm doing well, what I'm feeling, all that stuff, live as I am doing it. So if you want to see that stuff, then all the videos are down in that group. But it's been a bumpy ride. Wednesday was a bit rough, and Tuesday was okay, not great. But so far, I'm 5.5% up. I was 6% up last night, and now I just lost on GA, which I'm about to go through now. With 0.5%, because I knew it was kind of a risky trade, but the payoff was worth the risk. It kind of met all my rules, but still, as it isn't New York Open yet, there's still an element of risk, so I only risked 0.5%. So I am 6 days in, 5.5% up to get, so I've got 4.5% to gain to pass the test still. But yeah, it's annoying because if I left my trade on, now the guys in the group already know this, if I just left my trade on overnight, this is what happened on episode 1. If you haven't seen episode 1, you would have known if I just left it overnight on EJ, I would have passed the test from a 1 to 16 in one trade, and I would have done it like that before I even had my week off for work, right? But I didn't. I closed out at 2.5% before I went to bed, and it was probably the silliest decision I've ever made. But that's just how it is. You need to figure out your trading plan into, like, are you going to hold trades overnight? How are you going to analyze it? This is something I need to work on personally, because last night I had UCAD on last night. It was a 1 to 4. I got out at a 1 to 2, and if I left it, it would have hit TP perfectly. It was a beautiful 1 minute entry with a 1 minute exit, literally to the pip. I was like, that means if I left that on overnight, all I'd have to do today is to get 2%. But I didn't do that, and this morning I'm down 0.5%, so now I need to get 4.5% to pass the test. Yeah, so I've got issues with holding trades overnight. That is a thing I'm learning, I'm trying to overcome, I'm trying to combat, I'm trying to come up with strategies, systems, put things in place in how I'm going to manage my trades when they go overnight. So weekends I don't really hold, definitely not going to hold over a weekend, plus it goes against the Ftmo rule when I do get a live account. But yeah, it's frustrating. It is frustrating, but it is what it is. I'd rather take the profits now rather than take the risk. But again, I know what you guys can say. You just go to break even, just let it play out. If you lose, then you don't lose anything, but if you win, then you take 4%, which I completely get. Again, it's down to emotions, it's down to mindset, it's down to whatever your trading plan is. But I'm working on it, guys. God damn it, I'm working on it. I'm really annoyed because I would normally risk 2% per trade, but because Ftmo is kind of like, you can't really do that because it's 2.5% per day you can actually lose. It's too much of a risk for it to go wrong. So if I did do that, I would have passed now, because if I was 6% up and I was risking 2%, I would have made 12% already. So I would have passed ages ago, to be honest. So as it's only 1% risk per trade, or 0.5% risk per trade, is a lot harder to do. But I still have like 23 days to go. So I'm in no rush really, but I'd like to do it while I've got a week off work because it's just easier. So let's just jump into the charts. Let me show you what my Ftmo account is looking like, and let me show you what UCAD did to me yesterday. But yeah, so thing is, 5.5% up, 6 days in, 6 trades in. Let's just do that. Alright, so I hope you guys can see me. This is my screen, this is UCAD. This is what I marked out yesterday. I actually lost once on this before, then I got in again. Obviously it would have been a 1 to 4, but I didn't, I got 1 to 2, so yesterday was a 1% profit. But let me just show you what I was looking at on the 1 minute time frame, because it was beautiful. It was impressive for me. Put it that way. Right, where are we looking? And I know you guys go, George, why didn't you hold the trade? I know. I don't know why I didn't hold the trade, but I didn't. So, fuck. And this has been really laggy. Come on now. Don't be like this. I know you're a 1 minute. Right, here we go. Here we go, baby. Right, so this is where I went wrong yesterday, and then where I went right yesterday. So, as you see, I was marking up these buffering. Come on now. Don't do me like that. So this is what I was looking at yesterday. See this? Price came down and then it shot up, and I was like, yes, this is a level I'm wanting. And it did. It did work out really well. But obviously the banks had other intentions, okay? Because look at that. This is what I was seeing. These are the highs I was thinking of. Price came down, hit into this candle. Let me just draw it up for you. This is what I had on. It was a pretty sexy trade. It was this. I was looking at that for a 1 to 8, and then as you see, price hit this, came up, made more targets, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a good sign. And then it started flagging, and I was like, oh, okay, this is also a good sign. And then it had a nice push back, made more targets, and I was like, oh, okay, this is also a good sign. And then it just went bang, and I was like, ah, god damn it. But this is what made me go back into this trade. It wasn't revenge trading. If you have a look at the clues, price made lower lows, right? From there to there. But on the RSI, oh, you can't see it because of that thing's in a way, but yeah, RSI got stronger. And the fact, yes, it went up after this fact and then took these equals. It never took the original equals. It actually made more along here. So I was like, okay, this trade is still valid. I just got in at the wrong time in the wrong place, which is fine. Okay, so that one was a fail. But this is what I saw later on in the afternoon, right? This is right before New York Open. No, it isn't right before New York Open. This is New York Open, right? And it hit right before London close, sorry. Right before London close. So you see it went from this yellowy to the red. This is New York. This is London, New York cross, and as you can see, it just happened right before London close, right? So then this candle was the one that made that huge move up, and I was like, God damn, this son of a bitch. And then I got my entry probably just above it actually, because I added some fat onto my entry, and then I had it below this blue candle. So it wasn't the best reward to risk. I mean, it's a 7.7 pip stop. I mean, I'm not mad about it. But then again, these are my original targets. And let's move it across to see what happened. Start playing around a bit. And eventually, during the Asian session, boom. Literally just to that bit. Just a little just a tip. That would have been a 4% trade, really. So it's 1 to 4, so plus commission. So you're looking at 1 to 4. But yeah, it was a beautiful entry. If I held, I would have got out. I would have got 1 to 4, but I didn't. I got out down here. I got out roughly there. That's roughly where I got out to. Maybe a little bit lower, actually. Yeah, more like that. That's where I got out to because I saw this playing around and I was like, around about 8 o'clock at night. I just freak out at 8 o'clock. I don't know why I freak out at 8 o'clock. I still had, you know, it made more targets. If I just stayed on maybe around about here, I would have seen that they made more targets and it would have made me hold over the Asian session. But I didn't. I got out down here, saw this, and I was like, God damn it. I mean, I at least could have got another 1.5%. But again, this is a whole learning process. As my confidence and experience grows, I'll be able to make these decisions a lot better. But yeah, again, came down, mitigated this candle, had a nice reaction up, and then just seems to have gone down a little bit. So this is probably knackered now. Unless there's any more moves happening, I don't really know about this at the moment. At the moment, I'm watching NC, seeing what that happens, because I think there's going to be a last push up before it tanks. So I might try and catch that move towards the New York Open, but you'll see. So that's where I went wrong. I lost 1%, gained 2%, could have gained 4, didn't. But let's just look through my Ftmo account at the moment. So this is my progress. It was good, got better, and then obviously this is the little 0.5% I lost this morning. So that's 8 trades in and 6 days. 8 trades, 6 days, 5.5% up in the account. So okay, not great, can do better, will do better. It's just frustrating because I know I could have got this in one day. But yeah, these are all my trades so far. I've been journaling the whole lot, but it's been a good experience to have. I mean, I'm only 6 days in, I've got 30 days to do this, so there really is no rush. But obviously the faster I can do it, the faster I can get a live account, the faster I can get cash in, which would be very helpful in my certain circumstances at this time. But yeah, so overall I haven't actually gone down on Ftmo, which is I wasn't expecting. I was expecting a bad start, but overall it's just been up. It's been up there living in the profit land. And if this was a live account, I wouldn't be mad, because it's been what, 6 days, and if I didn't have this little loss this morning, just say it's up there, that's like, oh, what is that? Let's just do some quick maths on this. What is 70% of 2080? So 2080 times 1.7. So that is basically what I make a month in my job now. Bit less actually. I make 14.30 roughly a month from my job now, and I would have got that profit split in 6 days of Ftmo. 6 days. So in literally a week, I'm calling that a week, I would have made the same money as what I would do in my job, where I had to do 160 odd hours to make that money. Think about that. That's mad. And this is why I love Forex. This is why I'm going to continue to learn and grow from this, and hopefully teach you guys, when I can trade live, to do the same and get on the Ftmo stuff, and then we can all crush together. But whew, it is an experience. But yeah, that is my update. That is episode 4. I'm looking at NC. NC is looking promising at the moment. If it makes more targets, then that'll have to be on episode 5. Okay, but I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope you're learning a lot from me and understanding, look, you can hold trades overnight, but do you have the cojones? Huh? Do you have the balls to do it? I clearly didn't, but I am learning to get the balls to hold trades overnight, because I would have passed this by now if I had the balls to do that. But it is what it is. Overall, I'm still happy with my progress. But it's just frustrating. I just want to pass and get this stuff done. But yeah, love you all, guys. If you haven't joined the GGFOREX group, all the videos, what I do live and what I'm thinking about, is filmed on my phone on the screen and then put into that group straight away, so you guys can keep up to date with everything, like a reality. I don't really know. But yeah, love you all. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on episode 5, because hopefully I would have passed. But who knows? See you then.